Before you say your next sentence, pause, because one sentence can lose a friend, fracture a team, or destroy an opportunity. Today, we'll build 6 Stoic micro-habits of unshakable speech so your words command respect, build trust, and reflect the strength you actually carry. If that sounds useful, stay with me. By the end, you'll have practical tools you can use in meetings, with friends, and in your own inner dialogue. Let's begin. 1. The one-breath rule. Delay your first reaction. Picture our protagonist in a tense meeting. A comment lands like a spark. The old habit is to fire back. This time, they inhale once, silently, one breath. In that beat, emotion settles and intent clarifies. Marcus Aurelius advised, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. The breath creates the gap where right and true can appear. How to apply. Before replies, one slow inhale, then answer in a single sentence first. Clarity beats volume. Quick question for you. What's one conversation this week that deserves one extra breath? 2. Ask one clarifying question. Most conflicts are 2 monologues fighting for oxygen. Intelligent communicators buy time and build accuracy with a question. Our protagonist tries, what problem are we actually trying to solve? The room softens, people realign. Epictetus put it plainly, make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. Questions are in your power, assumptions aren't. How to apply? Default to one clarifier. What outcome would make this a win? Or, what would good look like by Friday? Clarity quiets ego. 3. Trade judgments for descriptions. Judgments inflame, descriptions inform. Instead of this plan is stupid, our protagonist tries. This plan increases our risk because we're missing a backup vendor. Same concern, 0 shrapnel. Seneca warned, anger, if not restrained, is more harmful to us than the injury that provokes it. Descriptive language restrains anger by forcing detail. How to apply? Use this frame. Fact-effect proposal. Deadline moved. Fact. This squeezes testing. Effect. I propose we trim scope A. Proposal. Notice how respect rises when drama falls. 4. The 10-word principle. If you can't say it in 10 words, you don't own it yet. Our protagonist drafts the message, then distills. Need 24 hours to validate figures. Update tomorrow 4 p.m. Concise words protect time and reduce confusion. Marcus Aurelius said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Disciplined thinking dyes speech with precision. How to apply? Write your point in 10 words first. Expand only if someone asks. Your brevity will become other people's relief. 5. Boundaries with brevity. No for now, yes to later. Over-promising is expensive. You pay with reputation. Once, our protagonist said yes to everyone and delivered for no one. Now, I can't commit by Friday. Here's what I can deliver by Tuesday. Respect doesn't require apology. It requires clarity. Epictetus reminded us, first say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. Be reliable. Speak commitments that reality can support. How to apply? Choose one boundary sentence you'll use this month. I don't have capacity for that. Here's an alternative. I'll confirm by 3 p.m. after checking dependencies. Practice it when stakes are small so it's ready when stakes are big. 6. Close the loop. Own outcomes. Conversations leak energy when no one closes loops. After decisions, our protagonist summarizes. Here's what we agreed. Sarah drafts. I review. Due Wednesday 2 p.m. 5 seconds prevents 5 days of drift. As Marcus noted, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Ambiguity is the impediment. Your summary is the way. How to apply? End important talks with 3 anchors. Who, what, when. Then send a one-line recap. Leaders aren't loud, they're clear. Mini-story. The arc in practice. A month later, the same team meets under pressure. Our protagonist breathes once, asks a clarifier, describes the risk, states a 10-word plan, sets a boundary, and closes the loop. The room feels different, calmer, faster, kinder. No one applauds, but people lean in. Trust has a sound, and it is quiet. Which habit will give you the biggest return this week? Breath, clarifier, or closing loops? Type one word in the comments you want your speech to embody: clarity, courage, steadiness, or kindness. Common pitfalls to avoid. Mistaking silence for weakness, it's often wisdom. Using questions as disguised attacks, don't you think? Ask to learn, not to win. Outsourcing your integrity to urgency. Speed without truth is a debt. You don't need louder words. You need fewer, truer words. Embody the wisdom you admire. As Marcus Aurelius urged, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. If this helped, like the video and subscribe to Stoic Narratives Official. Share this with the one person on your team who sets the tone in tough conversations. And if you want more practical Stoic tools each week, turn on notifications. Let's keep learning together, one mindful breath at a time.